everyone. Welcome to your next challenge. I hope you're all hungry.
Yeah.
So once again, little Charlie Cardinal is up for grabs, individual immunity up for grabs for a 1 in 7 chance at becoming the next Ballvivor champion. Who's ready? Woo, hooray! Okay. Let me explain the rules. First of all, I lied. We're not doing the eating challenge at all. No, we're not eating at all. It's like the second time I pranked y'all. Great. What we are doing instead is kind of a mini endurance challenge. So hooray, hooray. That's why I had our friends go to the restroom. Let me explain. I shall demonstrate using some props. So you each have a lovely paper plate in front of you. You will soon have a ping pong ball. The way this challenge will work, you'll take 3 fingers, any 3 fingers that you choose, but only 3 fingers exclusively. Turn your plate upside down, put your 3 fingers right there, and your job is to balance this right on top of that. Maybe. Like this. Make sense? If at any point your ball rolls off the plate, falls down into the lip, anything like that, leaves the raised surface of the plate, you are eliminated and you are not eligible for individual immunity. Got it? There will be several different rounds where we will increase or decrease the difficulty.
Oh, yeah.
The last person standing wins individual immunity and is safe next week at Tribal Council. Okay, I'll give you 10 seconds to get your ball stabilized and then I'll start the time. So you're going now, getting it stabilized. 5, 4, 3, 2, 5 minutes starting. The game has started. We are in it.
Wish it was a golf ball.
Hey, can we knock other people's plates over?
No.
I like that question.
No, you cannot.
That's so hard right now.
No touching other opponents, no breathing in the right direction.
Everybody, there might be a chance of snow on Sunday. Who's ready?
Shut up. I'm ready.
Honestly, that would be perfect because my capstone show mentions snow. And the last performance is Sunday.
Oh, snow.
I listened to so much Christmas music today.
No, Christmas music comes after Thanksgiving.
Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé.
You only have 30 days to listen to it? No, thank you.
30 days?
I mean 25. Like, if you wait until after Thanksgiving. Right?
No.
Gail's plate shifting just a little bit.
Oh.
You see what Baptist break is?
Yeah. What if I'm right?
You should have made them wait.
That would have been a disqualification.
We've already done that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You off your rest.
For real?
Yep. Okay. Now you've gone through the first round. Very good. Good job, everyone. Okay, as you may have imagined, this round is the same thing, but with 2 balls. This one's only 3 minutes long. Okay, I'm going to give you 10 seconds once again to get your balls situated. Those 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Remember, 3 fingers.
6, 7, 8, 9. And the 3 minutes start now. Now remember, we're still on the 3-finger rule. I think all of you are good though.
Watch it here.
Family friendly.
2 minutes. You're a third of the way through this round.
You're doing great so
Good
far.
job, everyone.
It hasn't got the flash.
I don't think my mom does it all.
Don't let your balls drop.
Stop that. Oh, I think I can do something. Chicken.
What do we have 2 different brands of balls? Oh, never mind, that's the same.
Good job.
Wait, you're gonna start tempting us with like stuff? Yeah.
Star Wars.
Not yet. You're gonna get to break between round 2 and 3 as well. Thank you.
Got a pack of ramen noodles.
Now round 3 and 4, I don't know about it. We'll see.
Oh, you're saying we're done. You're done.
You're done.
I didn't realize that the lid was like that close.
He lies.
Okay, rest.
On
You all made it. So round 3. We're back to 1 ball, okay? We're starting on 1 foot though.
I knew it. Okay.
So
foot's better.
we're still 3 fingers, we're still 1 ball, or 1 foot, okay? After 3 minutes, you will be asked to change to your other foot.
After how many minutes?
3 minutes, okay? No break in between, so you're not dropping the ball. When I signify for you to switch, you'll have 10 seconds to get to your other foot.
And you can't switch until she says.
Oh.
Yep.
What if it doesn't matter where we put our foot?
Yeah, what if your foot touches, like, what if you...
Oh, yeah, if anything, your foot touches the ground.
Oh!
3, 4,
What are you counting?
5, 6. So when the challenge starts, you need a foot up. 7, 8, 9, and your 3 minutes starts now.
Just wait until it's quiet enough to do it.
Oh, he's out.
Everyone else is still in it though.
This is like a workshop.
Gail fighting to save. Can they save it?
Feel the burn.
This is
Peyton also fighting Gail out. Peyton saves it, maybe. Looks like you recovered everything this time. Jason's out. You're down to 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Your second 3 minutes is walking in. Another. Nice to see you. So we're finding somebody steady on this foot. And Danny, out of nowhere. Danny?
Not Danny.
Aiden, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
He's like, no, stop it. He's a Benny who?
Bucket hat, out of nowhere.
You're done. No, Taylor. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. All right. Hey Siri, play wobble.
Okay, stop it. My leg hurts so bad.
The next round, you won't be able to put either foot over.
Wait.
I'm losing it!
Laughing so hard.
Oh, how many minutes?
And I know Woodward closes at 9:30. It closes at 9:30.
You want to eat?
Yeah.
Okay, then drop.
Good job, so 9:30.
No, because I'm not hungry.
Do you have snacks in your door?
Starbucks in North closes at midnight.
He has a lot of apples.
I have a meal swipe left. That's what I'm saying.
10 seconds left.
Or I buy Starbucks.
Switching in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make your transition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Your 3 minutes starts now on this button.
Oh, that sounds really good, Casey.
On a bagel with a pickle. Oh my god. I'll give you a nickel.
I need the audience sounds right now.
Let's not, y'all.
I wouldn't use this like that.
Should be hopping.
Oh, hi.
Charlie Cardinal is yours. You are safe at Tribal Council. You made it officially to the final 7. Ballvivor Season 2. The rest of you, your names are up for shopping potentially next week. So go home, get some rest, stretch your calves, and make plans for next week. Your turn.
Yeah.
Look at that. Who was the third vote for Game?
I don't know, because I voted for him.
I did too.
Because that's what I was told, so.
Yeah, I voted for him as well.
There was confusion from Casey, because whenever I asked Casey, first Casey was like, Hannah or Gail? And I was like, I'm supposed to be told. You know,
I know, and I know Aaron, I think Aaron told you different.
He told me, yeah.
He told you Gail?
Yeah, both Kaden and Aaron on the end told me Gail. And so then when I came back, I was confused. You know?
Well, yeah, because I told him Hannah.
This is kind of like my point of view of some things that happened that I want to tell you about.
Okay.
So, obviously, the Kirsten vote was planned. That was good. And then I set out of the challenge and just watched everyone talk. And my biggest fear was that everyone was just going to be like, oh, it's not this way, it's just right. And so, hearing that that didn't happen was good, but then whenever I sat down next to Casey, Casey was like, it's either Hannah or Gail. And I was like, well, which one? She's like, I don't know. And I was like, well, you're not helping me here. And so then that's whenever I was like kind of fed up and I was like, hey, I'm a vote. Tell me where to vote. Like, and it kind of was a little bit of like trying to figure out where people were at, but also I was like wanting people to come to me, because if it was Hannah and they're coming to me to tell me that, then I know that they trust me. And Blake did that. So I think Blake trusts me. And that's why I came to you like 2 seconds before we went to vote. Because I was like, they have the numbers and I didn't get any response back from you about switching to Aaron. No. So that's why I was like, I'm just gonna go. And I knew that Hannah was gonna be voted out. And I just couldn't write Hannah's name down.
I couldn't either.
And so I wrote Gail down. And so what Blake and I were talking about at the water fountain whenever you walked up was Blake was like, who was that third person that voted for Gail? And I was like, shit. I was like, I have no idea. Like, I voted for Hannah, like you told me to vote for Hannah. And he was like, oh, I know. Like, I know you voted for Hannah. And I was like, okay. And so I was trying to cover my tracks a little bit because Blake trusts me. So if we're going to continue using that information from him, that's good. And yeah, so that's what I know. I haven't heard from anyone this week, and that makes me nervous because sometimes it's like, hey, look, let's meet on Wednesday. That didn't happen. We're not meeting today. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh shit.
So we Elliot gets told that Hannah is who the vote's gonna go to, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like we need to vote Gail. Like, let's get Gail out. Like, why are we trying to change? And after I voted, I like sat there and thought, I was like, do I play it on Hannah? Do I play it on Hannah? And it's not that I wouldn't have played it on Hannah, because I absolutely would have. And I think that she knows that. There was just not a firm decision on who we were going to vote for, because if I was going to use the idol, I didn't want to get Gail out. I wanted to get a bigger target out. So that was ultimately why I decided not to use it, because I didn't want the idol goer Homer. That word's not correct. I didn't want the person to go home because of the idol to be Gail. I wanted it to be someone who is a bigger threat in the game.
Well. And you thought I wouldn't make it this far, didn't you? I said in the very first week that I would be the next Ballvivor winner. Nobody seemed to believe me, but hey, here we are, this far into the game, and Gail is still here. Part of the reason why I think I'm still here is because I was very open-minded about being loyal to myself. Stay with me here. So we originally had our two tribes of Mayor and Puer, but as soon as we got to merge, I knew that I was going to be edged out by some of the Mayor people. And so by thinking about which players felt like they weren't secure, I was able to come in and support them. And if you look at it, the players that I've been collaborating with, they're all still here. The thing about Survivor is that even though it sounds like an individual game, it really isn't. You have to take into consideration the other players' strengths and weaknesses. I do not love the fact that my name has been in the tribal council box every single week. I think that the players who see me or saw me as the greatest competition are no longer around. Hannah and Megan were probably the ones who saw me as their biggest threat, but at this point, I don't think that anybody really sees me as that much of a threat, except for maybe Danny. But we all know that Danny is way too good at this, and that he's going home. He will be going home very, very soon. It was extremely tempting to go grab Charlie during Deal with the Devil. I mean, as someone who has been in the tribal council box over and over and over again, it was really, really tempting to be like, okay, I'll be immune right now and we'll worry about all this later. But that also puts such a huge target on your back.
And look what I have. Oh my god. Who would have thought that this scrawny little boy would beat specifically Aaron, a 6'4" volleyball player and an endurance challenge? Not I, but I did it. You could just say I'm the strongest player in Survivor. Oh my god, I'm just so excited that I won. I'm so excited that I won that challenge. I mean, Blake and Elliot literally have said in the past, like, I don't like winning, I don't like that I have the idol. Why? I love that I have this. Sure, it puts a target on your back, but after this episode, we're at the final 7, and everyone still in this game has a target on their back, except for like maybe Kaden. But even he has a target on his back. We all have targets on our back. So having this is beautiful. I am so freaking excited.
I don't need to be truthfully as worried as you two. So I'm down.
That is true.
I am literally down for whoever you guys feel the most would use.
I feel like Elliot can change the world so fast and so quickly.
That's why I think Elliot is
Okay,
just
okay.
the smartest person.
Okay, do you think Elliot can pull Casey away? Do you think that's possible?
No, I think Casey's sitting in a really good position with us.
Yeah.
But I don't
Casey's been. Actually, technically, so is Elliot. I was gonna say Casey's been in the majority since like the entire time, but then again,
Elliot
was
was
always Elliot. Unless it wasn't Caden that voted for him. He's been not like a part of the majority, but he's voted majority. Yeah.
I mean, he's smart. He's still making it. He's still doing every week.
Because I think now is the time to split up Blake and Aaron. Personally.
Honestly, I was thinking the same thing. As they were doing the Fantastic Ball Challenge, that I was like, okay, so I said week 1 I'm not dexterous. And now we're here. It's all good. Well, I felt okay that I didn't get out like very first. I was very proud of myself for that. But regardless, as Aaron and Danny were both like standing up there for such a very long time, I kind of like leaned over to you and I was like, I think you need to go for whoever. Yeah, these are clearly like 2 extremely strong players. They have been for a while.
So whenever I look at Blake versus Aaron, something that worries me though about Blake is that a lot of the pull that Blake and Aaron have come from Blake. Like the Danny and Casey, the fact that they have pulled them in for a couple votes is through Blake.
Okay.
And I think Caden, that mysterious third person in that group, is more connected to Blake than he is to Aaron.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And so my worry is if we split up the Blake and Aaron thing, Blake still has a lot of avenues that he could go to get to the end of the game. That worries me personally.
Okay, yeah.
Whereas the Aaron thing, I think if you split up Blake and Aaron can then turn to other people like you or whoever, you know, and use Aaron for maybe the Danny vote or whatever, you know, until we realize we have to get rid of Aaron.
Yeah, I think Aaron would anticipate being voted out this week. I don't think Blake would.
I agree. Is there a direction that you think you would want to go, or are you kind of like honestly still at the point where you're like, I would put down almost anybody's name?
I mean, I was kind of thinking. I don't know, because like I was trying to play in a head, like if I make it far enough, and if we stay as like this alliance, just like getting to a point where if it's you, me, and like somehow Aaron, or like if Aaron and Blake are still there or something, or if it's you, me, and like Danny and Casey, because those are the 2 strongest like group ups that I can think of right now. Of either maybe getting one of those 2 out.
Okay, good, because that's kind of what I was feeling of like, I still don't think a lot of people know about you and I meeting up, which is perfect. But I do agree, I think there's those 2 strong duos that are still kind of like in charge of the game. And like we're at the point now where like we're final 8. Like you have 2 votes, that's major. Yeah. So like I'm okay with like thinking about splitting up either of those 2. I'm excited. I'm excited that we're working together too. So.
I think this is the first alliance that I've had. Because I mean, I talked to Blake and Aaron,
but
like we've actually met more times consistently than I have with those 2.
Yeah.
So I feel like this could really work out.
Yeah, I agree too.
It's me, the main character. It's been wild. I'm in the top 8. 10 people have been gone. We've merged into one team. I've made it halfway. I'm actually surprised I've made it this far. I didn't even think I was going to make it this far, which I'm glad for, because now I'm actually strategizing and thinking of how I can win. Yeah. I have an alliance with Elliot. It's going very well. Really glad that's going. We're very truthful to each other. We tell everything that we've learned. He's scared right now because he thinks he might actually get out this week. I don't think he will, because we've had a plan of trying to get Blake out this week. Because Blake might, like, be one of the stronger people next to Aaron. But me and Elliot think that if we can get Blake out, Aaron will come to me, help me with stuff, so then we can use Aaron as kind of our third person, and then me and Elliot can get to the end.
I'm just happy because things are going well for me, and I am finally happy with my footing in this game. Let me put it this way. I'm an evil genius. I love talking to people. I have my hand in a basket with Peyton, with Caden, with Gail, with Danny, with Casey, with Blake. That's everyone in this game besides Aaron. And I can get to Aaron through the other people. So I feel like I'm in a really strong position right now, but I'm gonna continue acting like, oh, helpless poor me, I'm just such a drifter, I'm just such a floater, like, I don't know where to go. I don't know who to vote for. Tell me who to vote for. No, I know who the vote's going for. And I'm determining it this week because I want Blake out. Love the kid to death, but he is just as, if not smarter than myself. And that's a threat to me in my game. The thing that worries me though is that this past week, I volunteered for all the conversations. I had all of those one-on-one meetings. I had that group meeting. I was the one that was putting my name out there and getting intel and information. And now that Peyton doesn't have Hannah, Peyton is going out and doing that. And so I think Peyton is getting a little bit stronger in this game, and I want to keep him in my pocket because he thinks that we're working together, which we are, but we're not working together. I am just a little bit of a peg up above Peyton. Because what Peyton didn't know this whole time is that I had a stronger alliance with Hannah. It wasn't just the three of us. Hannah and I brought Peyton into this thing. And so I think I have Hannah's vote if I get to the end.
If I am a voter for who is winning this game, I was just thinking, because I wanted to talk to you one-on-one. Me, you, and Danny are kind of controlling the game.
Yeah, no, we are.
It's kind of obvious.
Casey's just kind of there, like Danny tells me what to do.
Yeah, I think Casey's just such a nice person. Like she just.
Oh, she's awesome. No, we are. We are controlling the game.
We are, and the only thing that scares me or you, somehow get blindsided by Casey or Danny.
That was my words this week.
That is the only way. I hate to think this far, but I think that's the only way me or you are going home.
By that.
By that happening.
And I think this week could be a perfect week to send one of us home.
We've got to come to realization: 3 people get to the final 3.
I don't.
I don't
want to take Peyton.
I don't think we're beating Danny.
No, because he's played too good.
He has literally switching sides. He has been the middleman. One immunity. I don't think we're beating Danny.
No, we're not.
This is just me thinking of all the people left in the game. I would rather sit next to, just if this happens, I would rather sit next to Elliot, Peyton, or Gail, or Katie, rather than Danny.
Oh, no, I would too.
They haven't done anything.
Oh.
And it will literally be exposed when they're talking to the jury, like, what have you done in the game? Elliot literally said, someone tell me a vote and I'll vote with him.
He did.
He did. Yeah. Wishy-washy because me and Aaron aren't the most, I guess, sure of it. Danny or Casey they can easily just pick one of us off.
Yeah.
Really easy. They can go back to easy Mayor and you, Peyton, and Gail, just get one of these two. Yeah. And so we were kind of frantically talking this week, and me and Aaron were like, one of us is going home tonight. We were like me and Aaron were talking like that, and we were like, yeah, this isn't a good day. We were just kind of talking like, oh my gosh.
Well, I know my name's been brought up and discussed, and I know Aaron's kind of leading the charge on that, which is never a fun thing. But I also know that Blake and Aaron have come to me to target you next week.
Okay.
If I go out. So, and I would like to stick with the people that I know, such as like you and Casey and Peyton.
Right.
And so I guess if I'm trying to save my own life right here with your vote, like my pitch to you is that like use me right now to target them before they come after you next week. Because I do know that there was discussions that you were who they were going to target this week. And that because you got immunity, there's still potential that they're targeting Casey. 1, because of her advantage, and 2, because she's associated with your vote.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, if we can't get directly to Danny, we're going to target Casey to knock Danny down, so that next week he has less places to go. So that's not fun. But I know my head's on the chopping block, so I'm like, I will vote wherever you want. I think that their goal is trying to get me. If they didn't get the numbers, they were going to try to get Casey because Casey's associated with you. Obviously, now that they know that they have you and Peyton and whatever, they're going to target me and not have to go after Casey. But their end game is you and or anyone close to you.
Interesting.
I will tell you this, and I was trying to tell this to Danny, but he said he didn't know if he believed me.
Okay.
The conversation I had with Blake before I went to go talk to Danny, Blake was trying to target Danny. He said Danny was his target this week, and the fact that he had immunity, that he was going to come after you. And that was before my name was the vote tonight. So they were voting for you before they were voting for me. And that's why Aaron and Blake right now are telling you, no, they're not coming after you, because they're not. They're coming after me. But before they found out it was me, it was you. And that in that conversation, Peyton walked up and joined us. So it was me, Blake, and Peyton. And Blake straight up asked us, he's like, next week I want Danny out. Will you guys vote for Danny? And we both were like, yes. Because what are we going to do in that situation?
Right.
So Blake is coming after the 2 of you guys next week. So that's why I'm trying to make my pitch. I'm like, you should keep me here as a vote on your guys' side to target them, so they have less ammo to come at you. And like Danny was like, I don't know how much I trust, I don't know how much I believe, because I know the 4 of you are tight. But I am being genuine because I know I'm going home. What else do I have to lose? I'm being honest.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to Danny right now.
Yeah, do your thing. But I just wanted to let you know, because that is what I know, and I'm trying to help you guys out and help save myself, honestly.
And I could see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, peace.
Bye.
Have fun.
Okay. What the hell? What the heck? I ran into Elliot on my way here to come talk to Danny. And that was a pool of information. I don't know whether to believe him. I know I have an alliance with Blake and Aaron, but now I'm like, maybe Blake's lying. I don't know who to believe. I'm so confused. Like, Elliot seems so sincere, but also I know he knows how to play this game. But same with Blake. I mean, I don't know what to do. But I guess I'll go talk to Danny.
So, from what I can gather right now is...
Because you have all the information.
I sort of, yeah. I don't know, literally. I mean, it could be information or it could just be lies. That's literally what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, what if, instead of voting for Elliot, this is gonna sound weird, we vote for Gail? Because Elliot was basically telling me that he has Gail. He basically right now has Peyton, because Peyton doesn't know what to do.
Peyton does not know what to do.
Peyton does not know what to do.
Okay.
I think he'll probably vote. What if we vote for Gail? Elliot stays until this week. We already know we can't trust him. He's already a big threat. If he wins, Peyton. If he loses, him. I don't trust Gail.
Well, why are we just okay?
No, I think we should probably get Underclass. What?
I don't trust Gail either.
I don't trust Gail.
But
Nobody does.
Gail hasn't sparked anything like Elliot has.
He's causing chaos. And he's doing a great job.
Oh,
I know,
he is.
it's
Oh,
like-
yeah.
that's what I'm thinking, like, he is like...
The accidental chaos with Peyton was very comical when that happened, too. When Peyton walked by. What did Elliot tell you from that meeting? I'm so curious.
Okay, so this is my confessional for the week so I don't receive a penalty vote. So there has been so much going on, and especially today, which I thought the vote was going to be Elliot going into the week, and then Elliot started stirring the pot, like big time. He has been telling Casey and Danny that me and Blake are going to go against him, which I don't know where he got that from or he's making it up, but it's pissing me off, and it's pissing me off that Danny and Casey are believing it. And it makes me so angry because he needs to be out tonight, okay? He needs to be out. He's annoying the crap out of me because I'm just hearing Elliot, like go, like he's a little lying weasel that needs to get out of the game. And I mean, I can see where Danny's coming from, that Gail wants him out, so why don't we get Gail tonight? But I'm thinking, why do you guys call the shots around here? Okay? Elliot needs to go. Not Gail. We'll get Gail on Wednesday. It's just I just don't understand because he's saying about trust. Like, shut up. Like, literally, if we get Gail out tonight, Elliot's still gonna be gunning for you. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's Elliot or Gail. I don't know what he's thinking, and everyone's just buying right into it and agreeing. Probably Blake's agreeing because he's trying to save his own butt. Caden is clueless, so he's probably just trying to stay alive in case he would do whatever Danny says. But I strongly want Elliot out.
Pretty sure this one's getting voted out tonight, from what we've been told. So, I am giving him the idol to use tonight. So yeah, we're hoping that majority vote is on Elliot, and then there will be votes casted towards one of the four, and then that hopefully gives us some breathing room to wiggle in and make some moves happen. But the reason I'm not playing it for Elliot is so I can keep some relationship, so we can still get some information. So
And the reason is I would feel bad him playing it for me and then he also having a target on his back next week, because I automatically am going to have a target on my back if I make it through this tribal no matter what.
What?
If I go out tonight, I want you to have it. I was going to tell you before I used it.
What's your clue?
I got it in the... Well, I was going to... I found it in another minutes. But you knew that. No, this week. Try to cut road. But if I stay with it, will you give it back?
Yeah, no,
Okay, I'm just like
100% will.
giving...
Alright, so I have this clue that says flowing land, nature. I'm still. It's gotta be in here. Got it.
Is that it?
It took one day. Here, keep it on. Took one day. Oh my gosh. Alright, here we go. Wow. First try. Okay. A real idol. Wow. I hope no one can let her. Congratulations, you found hidden media. Play the hidden media. After votes are cast, before and after votes are read, all votes casted for the person the idol is played. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. That is pretty awesome.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hi. Wow, you all look so excited. Every week you get more and more just like existential dread from being in the chairs.
Yep.
It's the greatest. Glad to see you all here. It's getting cold. It's snow today.
Yeah.
First snow of the year. Very exciting. Let's go ahead and kick it off, and we will bring out our jury members. Give a big yee-haw to our
Love that.
Hannah voted out at last tribal council, although she is not present. So, awesome, friends. So, Andy, sitting with immunity, feeling good, hopefully, right?
You could say so. I'm happy that I'm immune for tonight. This entire week is actually pretty stressful. Like, it wasn't very stressful. And then today happened. And it was, very stressful. It went from like 0 to 10 really stressed on there. And I'm really happy that I have this because I would know the kind of
I was gonna say, like, you're stressed and you're sitting with immunity, like, that's going back to last week's challenge, though, what was it like? You stood for nearly an hour, sometimes on the way. How challenging was that?
It was really challenging. I think I did really good, but then we're gonna go back and look at it, and I'm just gonna be super goofy and wobbly the entire time. But I'm so proud of myself for doing it. I'm like super balanced. What can I say?
That's all we can do. Super balanced.
Super balanced.
Aaron, our second place last week. What's your take on the challenge? How did you feel about it?
Well, I thought I was really confident at the beginning, and I was like stable and doing well. And then, well, I was on my right leg the entire time until you made a switch to my left leg at the end.
Sorry.
Which I knew I was done for once I went to my left leg. I tried, but I'm not very coordinated on the left side.
Yeah, still pretty impressive. So proud of both of y'all. It's a hard fought challenge. Everyone keeps talking about this week. So Elliot, what's going on? What's happening?
This is the worst week.
Okay.
It's never good whenever you hear your name thrown out for tribal council. For tonight, it sucks, especially because like this looks like a fun challenge for this week. But yeah, it definitely put me on the defense, and I definitely kind of like hearing my name be the one thrown out. I was like, if I'm going home, I might as well like tell all the facts. So I went around and kind of just told people what was going on, and that's kind of was my last move because I feel like I would do that.
I mean, I don't think all what you said was facts.
Okay.
I think there were a lot of lies thrown out there. We just gotta say it.
Okay, tell me more.
I don't know. It made me really angry hearing about all the stuff that you were saying. And sorry, I just had to call him out for that.
No, that's fine. Whenever we watch this back on YouTube, he will be proven.
No.
Yeah.
Where's everyone else sitting? Do you think Elliot was lying all day, or what?
But I mean, like, honestly, what do I have to lie about? If I'm going home, why would I lie?
I mean, I have one example that I can say right now.
Oh, okay.
Let us spice it up a little bit.
Okay, go. Tell me. I would like to prove you wrong.
So, I heard that you told Casey that I was voting for her, which in no way did I ever say that, in no way did I ever talk to you this whole week.
You haven't talked to me, but you've talked to people who have talked to me.
And let me tell you right now, I have not said that I voted on Casey this week. Did not say that.
That's a lie.
I don't know where you got that from. I did not say that.
Well, then other people are lying to me because people are telling me that you said that. Let's go.
Okay, well, I didn't say it, so.
So then be careful who you're talking to then. Because people are telling me lies to get me to vote some specific way.
Yeah. Hayden, you're having a big reaction.
I'm having a panic attack at the moment.
I have no idea. I didn't expect there to be this much drop a ball.
Sorry, I had to.
You did?
I'm pretty sure everyone except for Gail was in the library today at one point at the same time, talking about everything, I'm pretty sure. So I was just like, it was very overwhelming. I heard so many names. Now Aaron's dropping bombs like this. It's just, I don't know, it's just crazy.
Okay, yeah. Blake. So Hayden said hearing like everybody's name right now and almost everyone talking about everything. Do you agree with that? And then like what would you say that everything was, or whose names did you hear?
Yeah, everybody was in the library. Whose names did I hear? Well, the names I didn't hear were Danny. Danny was the only name I didn't hear today. There was some fun little interaction that will be very cool on camera, but like it was kind of funny. Hayden walked by when I was talking to Elliot here, and everybody was talking to everybody there, so it wasn't like, at first it was a big surprise, and then like 2 hours later we realized that everybody talked to everybody in the entire library, so it wasn't a huge surprise. And in the game it's kind of coming, who's talking to what, and what do you trust, and how does this work, and everything. It's basically, what did I say earlier? Some like puzzles that are getting soggy with their crust, turning off and like putting them on top of each other, and it's no longer survivor.
Getting more complicated.
Yeah.
Mushy likes puzzles.
Yeah, puzzles. No one likes puzzles.
I think the hard thing is though that everybody has their own perceptions of what's happening in the game. And so it's hard to talk to someone whenever they don't see this the same way you see it, or they don't understand that people are acting specific ways because of what they think or who they're aligned with. And so it's really hard to have honest conversations with people whenever they don't believe you or don't trust you or don't see the same things that you see. Whenever you could be telling them the truth and they still won't believe you.
Preaching to the choir. Casey, how are you feeling? Are you feeling the same kind of general confusion, terror that everyone else is expressing?
I was like fine all day, and then I heard my name, and I like have not been worried. I mean, I've been worried, but like just like hearing your name makes it a lot more real. Like I'm really scared. So I don't know what to expect, honestly. There's a lot of names being thrown around. I don't know who to trust.
We're getting to that point in the game.
Yeah.
Gail, we also have this idea of advantages, disadvantages, or the circle challenges a couple of weeks ago that might very much still be in play in the game. How are you thinking about those? How are you considering them? What role are they playing in your season?
I don't know. I guess I kind of have an internal character profile of all of the players, of like who I think is sort of grouped together or whatever. And so thinking about like who can you impact, even if you're not like thinking about that person specifically. So like, you know, obviously we can't vote for Danny, but if we wanted to hurt Danny, who would we vote for? It's like something to think about when it comes to the game. Like if we don't want Danny to have an advantage next week, who would we vote for so then he doesn't have like a safety net? That's something to be considered, but I'm really just kind of thinking about like, where are we seeing pairs of people? And thinking about which pairs are not only the most powerful players, but also which players I would want to be on the jury because I think it could help me in the end is something that I've been thinking about as well. I don't know, it's been a long day, but unfortunately I was not able to have this library rendezvous. And so now I'm feeling like a little worried, but I'd also like to reiterate that there are 6 men versus 2 AFABs. So like, that's something that I think everybody should just think about when it comes to the balance of the game. I'm also trying to watch my own career.
Yeah, it's definitely an observation that it's kind of late, right? So, Peyton. So we have our loved ones here tonight. Round of applause for the loved ones. We're happy you're here. There's no camera on you yet, so but we're very excited to introduce you to all of them very soon. But the reality is that one of you will be going home tonight with your loved one, and will not have the opportunity to do what you're doing directly after tribal. So Peyton, how are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I think for a lot of us, the people that we brought today have been like constant supports for us throughout the game. So to have them here is really special for all of us. They can kind of see a little bit of what we have to maneuver with and deal with as we're going through the game. So to see them, to have them potentially see one of us in our game tonight, it could be really cool to like share that moment with someone you like love and care about. But also, I think they all want us to see us do well. So it's not going to be fun if that happens.
For sure. Well, I think there's been a lot of craziness. How about we just go ahead and jump into the boat? Let's start down yonder the lake, and we'll roll on down to Aaron.
I'm shooting big. We'll see where it ends up.
Sadly, I have to go with what everyone else is thinking tonight, although I really want Elliot gone, but gotta do what I gotta do.
We gotta start separating the powerful alliances between Blake and Aaron and Caden. They have one player too many.
Okay, friends, I will count the votes. Shall return shortly. Okay. Hello. If anybody has an individual movie idol and would like to play it now, it's time to do so. Thank you. You're playing this for yourself. This is in fact a hidden media idol, so any vote cast for you is not Oh my god! That's the only idol we have? Okay. Seeing none, I will read the votes. The tribal council member that has the most votes will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately and will not be eligible to compete in the next round with their loved one. First vote. Blake. Second vote. Blake. 2 votes Blake. Third vote. Blake. 3 votes Blake. Gale. 3 Blake, 1 Gale. Gale. 2 Gale, 3 Blake. Gale, we're tied up. 3-3. 2 votes left. It's easy to make unanimous votes and for everyone to be on the same page. You are well into the second half of the game now, and you're playing chess, friends. So tonight will not be the last crazy Sunday for you. So be prepared going forward.
It's not like 100% surprising. My name has been in that box for a very, very long time, and I think that people perceived my ability to play the game as dishonest. So it's not like a huge surprise. But honestly, I'm just really happy that I was able to represent myself and represent like kindness within this game. The person who I'm going to be thinking about as the survivor is going to be a kind person. They're going to be somebody who is playing the game as honest as they can, and it's going to be somebody who has like a good spirit. So I thought I had all of those qualities, but maybe they were a little too dangerous for these survivors.